So we're going to start off Lefty Lucy to take this collar off. And then you'll notice that this will pop right off, because that was the only thing keeping this in. And we can just keep, and these little bronze things here, they're called bushings, and you just make everything just fit together a little bit nicer. Okay, so now you'll see that we have one final thing we gotta take apart, and it's the wheel and the hub here and the axle. This is gonna be a pink one. So we're just gonna unscrew this like that. And then you'll know when to stop. You don't want to take this little piece all the way out, but when it comes up just a little bit, you'll know that that's good. And our final step is these screws here are holding in this from the other side, and you'll actually see that when I take them out. These you can't take out all the way. Just the other ones, if you take them all the way, you might lose them. And then this comes out, and you can see that the screws were going through those holes and into this hole and being screwed down. And then that all comes out like that. Should I put it back together?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to put it back together. So I mean, we can just do the opposite of what we just did. So we start off here. Got to make sure those holes are lined up. I don't know if you can see. But you take the screw, and then I like putting them on opposite sides. I think that's probably a good way to do it. And just going to tighten it down. Okay. And now, if we remember correctly, our next step is to put in the axle. So we're just going to put that in. And we don't have to tighten it down yet, but you'll notice that depending on what your robot's doing, you might want this to, you don't want it to stick out too much, but it's not necessarily bad if it's sticking out a little bit. But the important thing is that they're all the same on a different wheel. So like this one, it's barely sticking out, so we'll just make it like that. So again, we're just tightening this down. Okay, now, last step. Remember, we kept this together, so it's going to be a lot easier to put back on. Like that. Slides right on. And we just got to put the collar back on. Like that. Then we tighten it. And this is still good. That's all tight. And